welcome Crafty Friends. Well, how are you all keeping on this lovely day? I'm going to film this video and then I'm going to sit in the summer house and have a bite to eat and a nice cup of coffee. And I might take my Kindle to have a little read. Why not? My partner's in work and he works for National Trust and I know he's going to be really busy today. So he's going to be shattered when he comes home, bless him. So anyway, let's get on with the card. Now, Craig from Hunkydory yesterday set a little challenge on the Hunkydory official Facebook page, and it was to make a card any size, and you could use navy blue, baby blue papers. It had to have 3 elements, either butterflies, gems or flowers, and some acetate. So I thought, oh, well, why don't I film myself making it? I started doing it and I thought, oh, I may as well film this. So anyway, without further ado, I'll just show you where I've taken all my bits and pieces from first. So my topper that I'm going to use, this little gnome here, who was very, very cute, was from the Spring Cheer little book. And this is just adorable. I mean, look at that. I do have an Instagram page called the same, Crafty Claire Creates, and I have made some cards using this book if you want to pop over and have a little look at those. And then I've taken the paper, this paper here, which is from the patchwork pad, which is the Do a Design Pretty Patchworks and Country Tiles. And then I've used the dark blue. This is from the Do a Designs Timeless Blues and Classic Quarterfoil, and this has got all the lovely blues in, and it blended quite well. I love that. I'm gonna have to find a project to use that. Anyway, without further ado, I did start, so I've just layered this onto the background there, leaving a border. This card blank is supposed to be 8 by 8, but they're not when they come. They're a bit smaller than that. So you sort of got to, because they're in between a size, I kind of mark with a pencil where I need to cut, because it's like, you know, those fiddly 1/8 of an inch, and yeah. So anyway, I've layered that there. And then I've put the acetate on. Now this acetate is the confetti acetate from Hunkydory, which is beautiful. And I've just stuck that there and stuck that on there with some of this dotty tape. So that's all there. And now we can start layering these little bits up. So I thought I'd do white, navy, patchwork. Put it on there, do the same at the top, and then I thought I'd put this sort of to the side there, and then put butterflies sort of there, maybe up there. Well, we'll have a fiddle with it when I get to that part anyway. Put some little gems on it, and don't know, I haven't thought about a greeting. I've got some of the Hunkydory books of greetings, so we might find something in there. So let's just pop everything together. And from the last video, I have changed the nozzle and filled my glue bottle, so it is working a bit better. So I'm just going to pop this down, make sure there's enough up in the corners. And that's going to go on to the navy. I did cut this again. I sort of measured the width of the card, and I left 2 notches on the Hunkydory trimmer. So and that lays nicely on there. That's right. And then we pop that on the white. I hope it's sunny where you are today. We're lucky with the weather here in the UK, because it's usually raining, isn't it? I'm going to pop this down. Right, that's all nice and even. And we're going to pop this at the top. So I am looking forward to having a bite to eat in the summer house. It's going to be lovely and warm in there. The only thing, we've got a lot of crows in the trees, and they're building their nests, and they're making such a noise. You wouldn't believe the noise that those crows can make. And then they drown out the noise of all the little birds. If we put feeders up like we've done in the past, the crows come and wreck it. So we've given up with that. So yeah, they're absolutely pesky birds. They're up on the roof taking moss in the mornings, and you can hear them all running over the roof from dawn. They wake you up. So yeah, and then you get the red kites and the sparrowhawks then, that when the babies are born, aren't they, and they're all circling and the crows are chasing them away. Oh, and the noise. But because we've had some lovely clear nights with the nice weather, my partner is into like astronomy and things, and he's got a lovely telescope, and oh my gosh, he's taken the most amazing pictures of the galaxies out there. Can't see with the naked eye, just the colours in the sky. It's just phenomenal, absolutely beautiful. And I say, oh, you should have a Facebook group and, you know, show these things off, but no, he won't. So, but he's been very good, and he's been helping me with my videos, sort of editing them with me on CapCut I'm using. It's a bit of a learning curve for me, because I've never done anything like this before, and it's way out of my comfort zone, because I find it difficult to sort of chat, if you know what I mean. I find it, yeah, I'm a little bit introvert, maybe a little bit shy, but yeah, I'm just going to pop that there. So I am getting a little bit more confident now as I'm doing the videos. I am getting better, but I shouldn't compare myself with some of the other card making people out there. You know, I suppose they started somewhere, but they're so confident and they make the most amazing cards. And although I've been making cards a long time, I've never done anything, how can I say, constructing cards, because some of them are amazing. They like Sam Calcott and Iced Images and all of them. Oh, they make the most incredible things. So I'm actually going to start pushing myself to better myself in that area and make cards that are more wow, if you know what I mean. So yeah, so there's that bit done. So I'm planning, this is what's in my head now. I thought I'd put that sort of there, sort of to the side. So I thought that would look nice, rather than in the middle. I'll pop that down. Leaving a border there. I think my trimmers, I haven't changed the blade not long ago, but seems to be wanting to fluff the edges again. Right, straight. And I'm going to, is that? That's supposed to be, right, I think it's just that little bit of card fluff that's putting me off. And I've put this up on some sticky pads. I like these Hunkydory big pads. They're so useful. I must remember to keep myself well stocked in them. I just love these. I did put a little bit of card on the back of this topper because it's just sort of paper, and I wanted it to have a, you know, a bit of strength when I pop this on. So let's pop that there. Sort of even, isn't it? Even border round. I don't know what this is here. Is that any others? Like these little marks there. Let's have a little look. No. Oh, I wonder what's happened there. What we can do, just put another one over the top like that. Yeah. Rather than try and get it off. I don't know what those little marks are. I didn't notice that until I put it on. You see there? Don't know what they are. Right, let's pop that there. There. And there. Okay, nobody will ever know. Only you lot. So I'm just going to pop that there and there. So let's put some tape rather than it squidging about. And let's leave right straight. It's quite difficult because it's like a patchwork and it's quite hard to. Right. Okay. Right. How does that look? It's pretty, isn't it? Right, now we need to get these little butterflies on, because we've got to use 3 butterflies. Now where's my third one? I did have 3. Let's stick together. No. What have I done with my third one? Oh. Goodness knows where that's gone. Can you see a third butterfly anywhere? Oh, has it fallen on the floor maybe? No. How can things disappear? Do you get that when you're crafting and you've got everything lined up ready to use and then something disappears? I might pop one there, and I'll die cut another one. And no, it's definitely not around here, is it? How annoying is that? No, I definitely cut 3. I've got a ghost that pinches everything. I think I'll pop a little bit of this tacky glue. And what haven't I done again? What I always do on my videos, forget to pull my gems out and make a noise in the box. So I'm going to put some little gems on the butterfly. So if we pop him up there like that. And this one down here maybe, like that. And then I thought I'd pop like maybe the third one up there. So I'll have to die cut another one. But I'll do that off camera. Okay. Looking quite good, isn't it? Really pretty. I'm quite pleased how that turned out. Yeah. So the next thing I'm going to do is make a noise getting my gems out. I'm going to go for some silvery ones, I think. So here's my silver ones. As you can see, I've got these Avon bags. You must have noticed them last time. And I used to do Avon, and I had a ton of these bags, which come in really useful to hold these gems. So I, can pop them all in colour families in those bags, so they're so useful. Right, now I'm going to try using these gems with a little pointy bit rather than the spoolie bit, because somebody said use the porky bit, so I'm going to pop that there. Well, I'm aiming to pop that there. Right. Oh dear. And that sort of in the centre there. See what I mean with me and gems? Pop that there, like that. And then I may go for a big one down here. Let's get that more in the corner there. One of these smaller ones there, and then a little one there. Up there. Okay. and then I'm going to put my butterfly in the third one, and then I'll see where, if, you know, I'm going to put gems up there as well. I haven't decided yet, but I will pop a picture of this on my Instagram page when it's finished, and it's the same name as my YouTube, Crafty Claire Creates, and you'll see the finished card with 3 butterflies. So yeah, hope you like the card, and I'd love to see your creations using the dark blue, the navy blue, the 3 butterflies or the 3 flowers or the 3 gems, and some acetate. Thank you very much for watching. Lots of love. Bye bye.